So what are New Jersey state lawmakers doing to help improve security at our schools?
Joining us now to talk about this is Monmouth County Assemblywoman Kim Eulner. Welcome to the morning show, Assemblywoman.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You were sponsoring a bill, A4142, and that would basically allow schools to hire officers. Can you tell us a little bit more about that bill?
Yes, so this is one of 10 of a package of school safety bills that I've sponsored. This permits school districts to employ safe school resource officers and Class 3 special enforcement officers. If it passes, hopefully, the state would pay for this. The benefit to that would be that we could have funding for the schools earmarked for education and not these special officers.
We have police officers just about every state and local government office, right? We've seen some retired officers sort of patrolling some of the school districts, not all of them. Why haven't we seen more police officers assigned to New Jersey public schools?
I believe there's a push for it, but there is some people that are hesitant to do it. They feel like maybe having armed officers in schools might disadvantage the children. Maybe they'll be scared. But it's been proven that these community officers become part of the school. The children learn to, they learn how to communicate with the police officer, trust him. He becomes part of their daily lives. So I think it helps with the whole relationship between our first responders and our students. So I think we need to get past that and know that having a school security officer will help everybody.
So I guess they'll kind of almost like, become part of the school community, like
yeah.
custodians,
Faculty,
librarians, just
yeah.
like they're just a normal everyday someone that they would see on the way into school. So are there other school security initiatives being worked on in Trenton right now?
Yes, of the 9 other bills, only one, A301, was considered in committee, and that's when it requires school districts to submit emergency communication procedures and protocols to the Department of Education. Other than that, the other 8 others have not been heard. It's regarding, standard policies to improve emergency communications, having the state police maintain a 24-hour hotline, requiring school districts to implement policy mandating all students and school employees have identification cards, and more. I could go on. But last May, I spoke after the Uvalde shooting on the floor about this package of bills, and they did not want to hear it, the Democratic Party. I was shut down. My mic was actually shut off. They did not want to hear it, and it's a sin that we are putting politics above the safety of our children.
What's been the biggest hurdle that you've seen in making these improvements to school security across our state?
I think financing. Everybody, as we know, our educational budgets, our school budgets are decimated. So in meeting with different superintendents in our district, LD11, people are considering who has to be RIFed or let go. They're incentivizing teachers who are nearing retirement. They're going to be canceling some late bus lines because that's too much money. So the kids that do after school programs. So, and then they're definitely not getting rid of these school security officers because that's an important part of the budget. So it always comes down to money. The state has money. We have a surplus that's amazingly large. And I think if we took some of that surplus and paid for these officers in every school, it would help immensely. We also need to concentrate on mental health. There is a plan by the governor to remove in-school mental health programs, such as the Source at Red Bank Regional and Little Silver, and disband it and move to a hub and spoke model. And the people I've spoken to have all agreed that that's not the way to go. We need to replicate the Source throughout the entire state because it's been a success, saved people's lives, and more.
So, Assemblywoman, so what would you say to parents who may ask you, why there isn't a greater focus on school security, I should say? A lot of school districts, they put, let's be honest, put a lot of money into athletics and other programs at the school. How come not school security? Is it maybe a situation where some school districts may think that, this is, unfortunately, these are the times we're living in, and these things seem to be happening at a more frequent pace, that, their town, maybe it doesn't give a good look for the town to have a school security officer standing out front of the school just from the optics of it all?
Mm-hmm. But in my mind, I live in Shrewsbury Borough, and I drive by our K-8 school, and I see a police officer stationed outside every morning. The police chief is often there. There is a sort of a retired police car parked out front just to lend to the security of that facility. And it was just told the shooter in Nashville apparently went to another school first, saw that it was protected by officers, and chose to go to the Covenant School that had no security. So right off the bat, if someone is going to threaten and do this harm, they're going to be looking for the places that don't seem safe. So I think having an officer outside and signage and more will help everybody and try to deter these people.
Certainly a conversation that's going to continue. Assemblywoman, thank you so much for joining us on the New Jersey Morning Show. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day.
You too.
You too.
Appreciate it.